Well, this is a truly majestic occasion. Two of the best teams in Brazil going head-to-head with local pride on the line. You'd better believe that this will be something special. It is Corinthians versus Sao Paulo, and it's about to kick off. Sao Paulo, of course, one of the best supported sides in Brazil, in the whole of Latin America. The Morumbis, the ultimate shrine, where 66,000 or so congregate week in, week out. Another day, another derby. The Paulistas simply cannot get enough of this. So I wonder, what does our derby specialist make of it all?
Well, Peter, I would say that this is without doubt one of the more notable rivalries you will see in the Latin American continent. Mainly thanks to the way Brazilian football is structured. Sao Paulo, the most popular supporter club in Brazil, and then you have Corinthians, the club seen as championing the local cause. How appropriate is it then that this is called the Majestic Derby?
Well, if you did just miss it, we are up and running already. One of the most eagerly awaited games in football. It never lets us down.
Well, the atmosphere, Peter, demands something highly charged. Yet we all know who's better on paper or in...
Odegaard! And he can clear it away. That has ended up in no man's land.
Corinthians definitely are on top of things in these early stages, Peter. If this is how they intend to go on, I think the opposition might see some trouble.
Kostic. Fagioli deals with that comfortably. Shifted it to the flank. Jim, which player is best equipped for this game?
This lad, Odegaard, is a player with quite a story. He was plucked at a young age from his native Norway, of course. He's done his tours of duty with a view to aid his development, and now he's gone full circle, posting some impressive figures along the way. He's a wonder kid who's really come good.
Yes, they'll certainly be leaning heavily on him. Looking for options for movement. Knocks it out wide. Kostic. Sao Paulo, so far providing no real test at all for the goalkeeper. Tries to play it through. Can he finish? They want to be quick to recover this. In he goes again! Now, who's going to be first? And again! Didn't quite get enough on that.
That's good play. Plenty of targets in the penalty area and plenty of movement too.
Ambitious ball here. Calafiori makes the interception. And here's Anthony. Anthony will not want to lose out here, not against this opponent. Oh, super ball! Well, the defence proved infallible then, but that won't be the last they'll see of him. De Roon. And it's Ødegaard. Possession football, Jim, we're seeing plenty of it. What is it, though, that really makes it work?
Well, for me, what makes it work is the fact that everyone in this team has the courage to show for the ball. You can't shy away from it. You can't hide. You have to front up in a setup like this, and everyone is doing just that.
You make it sound so simple. Rodri gets rid without sophistication. Pass somewhat off target. Now it's Anthony. The pressing's intense, and it's paid off. Sara chasing after it. Now it's Openda. Played out to the right. Riquelme. Riquelme tries a cross. Danger averted for now. Fagioli. Sara. Lovely pass, but can he get there? Corinthians claiming a corner, and the referee concurs. And we have our very first corner. Kostic with the short one. Sao Paulo have the chance to go the other way.
Well, it's a move of great promise, but will it really prove productive?
And he gets rid in a hurry. Sara. He won't be happy with that one. Well, the idea was a good one. The execution of it, not quite so.
Clearly is miffed, having made the run and not get picked out.
Well seen, saw that coming.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Kostic. And the half-time whistle goes. So neither team were able to take the lead, but it certainly hasn't been for the lack of trying. How do you look back on the first 45 minutes?
Well, simply put, Peter, they haven't been good enough to trouble the opposition. They need to play with more courage in the second half and a lot more intent.
Well, it has been confrontational, combative, competitive, everything you'd expect from Derby Day. An engrossing half, but we're still where we started, 0-0.
Teremos uma substituição.
Whistle goes, and we start the second half.
Sao Paulo
Shoots! Played over towards the opposite flank. And that's put paid to a promising move. And here's Anthony. Anthony stood his ground strongly. And that's a simple one for the keeper.
Well, it seems as if he's just had a momentary lapse and slipped into tunnel vision, because he had good options around him and he failed to get his head up.
Well, the movement is slick, the speed is slippery. The defence, though, able to hold on this time. Now it's Anthony. Well, it didn't look good for a while, but that was brave defending and they got away with it.
You know, it was an intervention that had to be made. Serious trouble lay in store.
He's picked his way through.
That will annoy the manager. They're making themselves too predictable here.
Ødegaard. Passes coming off in quick succession here. Up towards the hour mark and still no goals. Almost an hour gone. And it's Ødegaard. Oh, facing up to his adversary. This is a formidable matchup. Kostic hangs one in. Last-ditch defending, but that'll do. Corner number 2 then. And he's taking no chances there. Cleared without hesitation. De Roon. Ødegaard. Openda. Oh, shooting chance! It's in! And that is the goal we've all been yearning for. Just so calm under pressure, and he managed to fashion a fine finish.
Such a well-worked finish. It looked like he was going to be shut down, but he thrives in situations like that.
So we have had the first significant moment. It is 1-0.
Oh, he's just loving that. Certainly gives you a very unique feeling. Tremendous.
Your impression so far, Jim?
Well, the stats are pretty telling here. It's hard to argue with the scoreline when you carry so little threat.
Now it's Neymar. He's found a way through. And here's Schick. And he's running through.
Sao Paulo really are going for it here, Peter. Now it's just a matter of sustaining the effort.
Well, they're looking a whole lot more urgent now.
Well, the question now is whether they can sustain it.
For a moment you felt that was going somewhere, but they'll have to go again. Openda, over to the left. That's a throw. It's a poor throw that, picked off with relative ease. Knocks it into space. He's free, he has got space. Cross from Kostic. And he's taking no chances there. Great vision. Played out towards the right wing.
Corinthians clearly have been instructed to kill this off. Offence is the best form of defence.
He is through here. Incoming delivery. Alvarez is there and he can get that clear. Oh, good read.
That was well played, well stopped.
And that interception was most necessary.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
The final 5 minutes. Anthony out to the right. Anthony. Can he get on the end of this? Eze's big header. We've got a goal. They have stolen level at the last. It was wonderfully efficient.
Yeah, it all came from some really smart movement, Peter. Did the defence let themselves down by not picking him up? I think the boss won't be amused.
All square again into the dying minutes.
credit where it's due. This is great attitude. Now, the only question is whether there's enough in the tank to grab another.
Trippier. And that is as far as it goes. A draw, and a highly unpredictable one. Fair share of momentum shifts. Highly entertaining until the very end. So there it is.